Hello! People have asked quite a bit to see this sort of video, so it's not something I'd usually do, but I thought I'd give it a go and let you know what I use on my skin. I've got one makeup product which is my holy grail, but the rest is skincare, so if you're into skincare and you're interested to know what I use, then keep watching. The first thing I've discovered is this Spin for Perfect Skin from, I think it was from Vanity Planet, and it's just one of those face brushes. I've tried the Pixie Lot one. What was that? Can't remember. I didn't get on with it. It was too harsh. But this, I've kept the box just so I can show you what it looks like. Basically, it's just a brush and you get different heads for it. The big one's a body brush, which I adore. I've been like using this on my bum and my thighs, and it's made such a difference. I used to get like real not pimply skin, but like raised bits on my thighs, and that has been helping loads. It's just like putting like the exfoliating gloves on, but on a brush, and it's so soft. It's really nice. It doesn't feel like it's tearing your skin to shreds either, so I love that. And then these two are face brushes. One's a bit more abrasive than the other. I use the soft one because I have problems on my cheeks. This cheek in particular just tends to break out all the time, so I have to be careful what I'm doing with my face. And there's also a pumice stone in there which you can attach on. I haven't used that yet. I probably should though, because my feet are a bit minging. But this I've been absolutely loving. You can get them anywhere, but this is my favourite one I've tried. It's made my skin really clear. I don't use it every day just because, like I said, I am prone to a sore cheek, and when I do get spots on this cheek, it is so sore. So don't tend to use it every day, probably every other day or every 3 days. When I do use it, I notice a massive difference. The second thing, this is my absolute favourite cleanser. I've tried loads of cleansers and nothing is compared to this one. I've had a few bottles of it. It's a bit minging, the label's peeling off because it is oil and it ruins the label, but it's the Body Shop Chamomile Silky Cleansing Oil. Now this, other than smelling absolutely insane, is just perfect. You can put it on a face full of makeup and there won't be any residue left. They also do it in a butter, like a balm form, which I'm probably going to get next because every bottle of this I've had, it's just greasy to pick up and the label peels off and it just looks horrible. So I'm going to probably get the cleansing butter next time, which I imagine does the same thing. I think it's a bit pricier. I think it's £12 the butter, where this is only 10, but it's messy. I use it as like a double cleanse thing. I take my makeup off with like a micellar water, and then I put this all over what's left on my face and wash it off, and it's just no makeup there at all. So I die for this product. It's amazing, and for the price you can't complain because you get a hell of a lot. The next couple of products are moisturisers. I've been using this for about, I don't know, a couple of months, and I love it. I went off Simple skincare products. I felt like they weren't doing much for my skin. They're good, they're pretty basic, and they haven't got any scents or anything, but I kind of went off it and I wanted something a bit more higher price range. But if I'm completely honest, I don't feel that anything I've tried is as good. And as like it says, simple. I like simple products and I don't like them jam-packed with shit. So I've been loving this. It's the Simple Kind to Skin Protecting Moisture Cream, and it's got an SPF of 30 in it. I wasn't sure whether to get this or not because it was like £6 or £7. But I went into Superdrug a couple of months back and it was on offer for about £3.20 something, so I decided to pick it up and give it a whirl. I think it's pretty new. I don't think they've always done this. The consistency is just like sun cream, and it's kind of got the sun creamy smell to it. It's not overly perfumed, but I do like the smell, and it goes on really nice, sinks into your skin. If you've got dry skin, then this is awesome. I suffer from like dry patches around my nose and on my cheeks, and this is just amazing. I love it, and it's got an SPF in, so you can't complain. And an SPF 30 is quite hard to find in a product. If you know of any, let me know below, but I don't think I've seen an SPF 30 in any moisturisers, unless, you know, you are paying out of your arse for a product. But yeah, love this, and I've noticed a massive change in my skin since I've been using it. Alongside that, if my skin is super dry and like sore or feels really tight, I will use something with a bit more gel in, and I use the is it Rodial or Rodial? I'm not actually sure how you say it, but it's a Stem Cell Superfood Glam Balm. Now I got this free of the magazine. I think it was Elle or InStyle, something like that, I can't remember, but I absolutely adore this and I'm nearly out of it. I don't recommend it for oily skin just because it is full of oil. You can smell rose in it, which I'm not really a fan of in products. I think it's just a fake, horrible smell, just like lavender is in products. But I don't care, I can get over the smell because the product is ace. I will put this on before bed and sleep with it on, and my skin in the morning is so plump to touch. It's lovely. So if you can afford this, I think the big size one's probably 30-40 quid. I definitely recommend it, but not for oily girls because it'll probably turn you into a grease ball. It's so hydrating, and I think you can use it on your lips and like your cuticles and stuff as well, so if you don't want to use it on your face, it's like a multitasking product. I'm so awkward. If I'm having an in-between sort of day where my skin's a little bit dry but not too dry to use the Glam superfood balm thing, then I will resort to my trusty Pond's cream. Now, I don't think this gets enough attention in that blogger sphere. I think it's an awesome product. I think it's been compared to the La Mer cream or whatever it's called, the one that's really expensive. But it's a cold cream, it's really thick. It smells, again, a bit rosy, which I'm not a massive fan of, but once it's on your face you can't smell it really. It's not a strong scent. But I will slather this on after a bath or a shower and my skin thanks me for it. It's so, so soothing. I feel like it's a bit of an old granny cream, but I love it. I've used it ever since my nan used it, my mum used it, and I've kind of used it since I was a teenager. So I'm grateful for having good skin. I think I owe it to this product. If you haven't tried it, you've got to try it. It's so cheap. I think it's about £3 something in Boots, or I think you can get it in Superdrug. But look out for it. It's a really nice addition to have if you do suffer with dry skin. And then lastly, the amount of questions I get on what foundation I use is ridiculous. I'm just going to mention it in the video so it's covered and everybody knows. I use the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB cream. Now this is a bargain. I think it's £7 or £8. I adore this. I wear it every day to work. Every day that I wear foundation it will be this. Unless I'm going out like for a night out or a meal or something, I'll wear my NARS Sheer Glow, which is just as good, but I feel like it's too heavy for a daily basis. It's just an amazing all-round product. They do one for oily skin as well, I believe. I think it's in a blue bottle, but this is for dry skin, and I get mine in the light medium. And again, it's got SPF 30 in, so that on top of the cream is a bonus for, not that we ever get any bloody sun, but it's out there. I've been told millions of times that you should use an SPF every day, so I've now got 2 products with it in. Whether or not they cancel each other out, I don't know, but in my brain it feels like I'm doing something to protect myself. But I love this. The consistency is really nice. I just buff it in with a Real Techniques buffing brush, is it? The chubby, like quite dense one. Goes on a treat, lasts all day, doesn't oxidize, looks pretty flawless. I just think it's a really, really good product. I actually owe Mary a thank you for this because she recommended it and I've just been using it ever since. So thank you, Mary. This is epic. So those are the products I use on my face. Any questions, leave them below and I'll make sure I'll answer them for you. I hope it wasn't too much of a boring video, but honestly, I haven't got the skin routine that some people have got and some beauty bloggers have got because I'm just not into it the way they are. So people have asked to see it and there we go. I hope it's a little bit informative. I'll link all the products below in the description box and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!